guts, tenacity, or interest to investigate. The object of the show is simple. Secure a victory for your team's candidate using facts, obscure knowledge, and trash talk. Tonight, Godzilla vs. Cthulhu on West Coast Geeks vs. Nerds! The next one, I was like, let's try Backstreet's Back, alright? Japan. I love Japan. I've never been, but I assume I love it. I imagine living in Japan is like living in the not-too-distant future. They've given so much to the world of technology, but of course I'm more interested in their contributions to the world of pop culture. Think of all they've given us. Astro Boy, Studio Ghibli, Super Mario, eh? Hello Kitty. And of course, Tentacle Board. But none of these contributions to pop culture are as massive or as terrifying as the king of monsters, Godzilla. Okay, maybe Tentacle Board is, but that's besides the point. Godzilla first appeared in his own self-titled film in 1954, back when sci-fi usually had a deeper meaning or message behind the spectacle. Much like how zombies represented consumerism in Romero's Dawn of the Dead, Godzilla represented fear and helplessness of a nuclear disaster. Hence the creature's atomic breath. The more you know. That's all well and good. Oh, thank you. That's all well and good, but I don't think that metaphor carried over from film to film. In fact, I think the only thing people got from it was, whoa, giant monsters fighting are awesome! And that's why that was the basis for pretty much every Godzilla film to follow. Except for maybe the 1998 Matthew Broderick Godzilla. I think the basis for that film was, hey, Jurassic Park sold well, let's try that. Except let's do it not as good, pissing off the Godzilla fans and the Jurassic Park fans, and let's rip off Aliens too while we're at it. Pretty much let's just piss off everyone. Yeah, we good at the movies make. Listen, I don't want to bitch up here talking about Matthew Broderick the whole time, so let's just talk about the cool-ass monsters Godzilla fights. Alright, there are two of my favorite Godzilla monsters. One, King Ghidorah. Yeah. For those who don't know, he is a three-headed dragon who has no arms. Because fuck arms, that's why. Why would you need arms when you have three dragon heads? That's just math, people. And my second favorite I have to explain for a bit. Because in university I actually took one Japanese course and I remember shit all. Except the words that sound somewhat like English words. For example, hamburger translates to hamburger. Computer translates to computer. And business translates to business. It sounds racist, but it's actually. So, my favorite, knowing that, my favorite Godzilla monster, based on name alone, is Destroyer! Destroyer! How could you not love a monster named Destroyer? Godzilla is the hero Tokyo deserves, but not the one it needs right now. Possibly because they're sick of cleaning up Godzilla poop. But does that make Godzilla the colossal monster who causes the most chaos? Maybe. Summarizing an H.P. Lovecraft story is pretty easy. Firstly, there is man. Then, there are terrible monstrosities that man is never supposed to know.
Sanity check!
Despite... Oh, come on, you don't even know! That's just been looking at me.
We've seen your dance!
monstrosities man is never supposed to know about. Despite common sense, man seeks knowledge about the knowledge that man is never supposed to know about. Man goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and possibly dies. The end. Or is it? Spooky. H.P. Lovecraft is the godfather of modern horror. His influences can be felt by modern-day masterpieces like Mike Mignola's Hellboy, the Welcome to Night Vale podcast, and of course, tentacle porn. This is an accidental reoccurring theme, I assure you. Lovecraft created a whole new world of secret cults, terrifying creatures, and hard-to-pronounce words. What do you mean my creatures have difficult to pronounce names? How could you not pronounce oogie oogie oogie. Why can't an elder god just be named Stan? It's short, precise, can be terrifying under the proper circumstances. In defense of the weird names, I'm pretty sure humans aren't supposed to properly pronounce them anyway. To be able to do that, I think you need two tongues. To be able to do that, I think you need twotongues.com. Personally, I can only speak Lovecraft's vocabulary if I'm talking like Gilbert Gottfried. Cthulhu relief attacking! Would you like some focaccia, Cthulhu? I was on Hollywood Squares! Did you see me above Bruce Valanche beside Cthulhu? I was in Aladdin! I was a pirate. But the coolest thing about Lovecraft is that even though he created his own mythos, he encouraged other pulp writers and others to use his mythology in their own works, which is why his most popular creation, Cthulhu, is ever present today in pop culture. Well, it's either that or he willed it into our subconscious through nightmare-induced visions. Either or, really. Cthulhu is an elder god, a being of supreme power who ruled over this planet. He sleeps in his underwater city of Krillay! And when the time is right, he will once again rain terror and destruction upon the earth. Personally, once that happens, I think we should just grab a pint, wait for it all to blow over. Cthulhu looks like the result of a dragon getting busy with an octopus, and I promise that is the last mention of tentacle porn. By me. But does that make him the colossal monster who causes the most chaos? Maybe. That's what we're here to find out. Let's meet the Geeks and Nerds! With a purposeful grimace and a terrible sound, he pulls the spinning high-tension wire sound. It's Casey White! Helpless people on subway trains scream bug-eyed as he licks it on them. It's Gregory Miller! She picks up a bus and throws it back down as she races to the buildings from the center of town. It's Amy Lee! And for Cthulhu, Team Nerd and your nerd herder, the Necronomicon is said to have been written by the Dark Ones, bound in human flesh and inked in blood. The text contains prophecies, funerary incantations, and demon resurrection passages. We call forth the leader of the Dark Ones as we chant, Klaatu Barata Tyler James Nicole! I like that Tyler gave me a note. He's like, you can hold the O in nickel for as long as you want. Back from her jaunt around the world, destroying cities and having magical adventures with the Dark One. Her madness is adorable because she's wearing a tutu and raccoon ears. It's the king. And by that I mean Anne Honeycomb! the mountains of madness, studied at Miskatonic University, and has set the wake-up call for those who slumber in the deep. He's here to end the world with style. It's Zach Picard!
You're looking extra ironic today, Aquaman.
Yes. I don't... Podcast listeners, Zach is dressed as Aquaman for what I'm sure are reasons to be seen. I don't see it yet, but
Hold your breath.
we'll find out together.
Because we can make it.
Because we could. All right. Thank you. So, hey, Geeks and Nerds, how you doing?
Good.
All right. Good and all right. May I ask you to please pick up your 20-sided die and roll for initiative. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, we got a 5.
Yeah.
And we got a 2. You got a Cthulhu.
Can I borrow your Nerf gun?
Yeah, go ahead.
Will you be here all night?
I know when I deserve it.
All right.
All right, so, Geeks, do you choose to go first or second?
We will go first.
You will go first. All right. Did you play Russian roulette with my Nerf gun?
We are insane.
Yeah.